So my name is Hernandez-Kolski. I'm going to do some poetry for you. Is that okay? I'm really excited to be here. I've been writing a lot, and normally I do not preface my poems, but this is definitely the place and time. I just wrote this in one sitting, and it's very raw, so if I lose my place, it's a work in progress. You don't mind if I read from the page, do you? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm a slacker. I don't have it memorized yet, so forgive me. It's kind of messy on my trip. You guys can hear me okay, right? This mic is working? Alright. Cool. Alright, it's a brand new piece. I'm going to try and pull something different off. Alright, let me just jump into it. Yeah, actually I'm going to do this other piece. Yeah, my heart's telling me to do the piece I got memorized. I'm sorry, I wanted to try something new, but this is, You Deserve Love, so, I want to make sure I get it right, so let me do this. Okay, it's been a while since I performed this, so bear with me. Hopefully, I can remember everything I've done. When I wrote this, I was never really sure about the middle part, so just go easy there. Alright, I'm going to let my work speak for itself. I have to say that I was half asleep when I wrote this, so it's definitely grammatically incorrect. I mean, you can listen to it, but I'm not responsible for the third line in the second stanza where it doesn't quite rhyme, and there are 4 syllables where there should be 5. But my girlfriend at the time called, and she was totally freaking out. She broke my rhythm, so don't hold it against me. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. Alright, I'm going to do this poem. Unless anybody knows how to beatbox, and I'll just freestyle for a few minutes. Alright, I'll do this poem. Alright, this poem is entitled No Disclaimers. Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
My name is Joe.
Hi, Joe.
And I am a feminist. I guess I've always been one. At least I've always respected women. And as I've gotten older, it's gotten worse. It all started with Kathy Restis. We were both 3 years old, naked and bathing together, outside playing together. We were inseparable. She was my very first best friend. Until I left Chicago for South Bend from the age of 4 to 7, and where I fell in love with Miss Simmons, my teacher in kindergarten. My problem was getting worse. Enamored with Miss Simmons by day, playing catch with my neighbors, Wendy and Jill, by night. Well, at least until sundown, then we had to be inside. And as a kid, I've always had close friendships with boys. From Dusty, to Gary, to my cousin Joe. But they were never enough, I've always been addicted. Addicted to that female spirit, and I just wish I could do something about it. Why did my mom have to be such a beautiful woman? Why did my parents raise me to be such a responsible older brother to my sister? Why were lessons on being a gentleman so important? Opening doors, walking on the outside of the sidewalk, walking with the woman and not in front of her? Why can't I just cross that thin line between chivalry and chauvinism? Why did the girls have to write in my 8th grade yearbook, "Stay sweet and cute"? Why? Why can't I just be an asshole? Why can't I be the guy who gets the woman in the one-night stand with no strings attached? Why can't I be the bad boy who's dark and mysterious, leave women wondering, what did I do wrong as I exit their life forever? But I must take responsibility. That is the first step towards recovery, isn't it? I am a feminist. I must first accept that before I can begin my life anew. Dating the jiggy women. Him slapping hoes within an inch of their life. degrading women's natural beauty, passing legislation attempting to control their bodies. But before I enter this misogynistic utopia, I am unable to understand how it's possible that those who gave birth to us, all of us, are forced to deal with the catcalls and whistles on a daily basis, let alone the glass ceilings and lower wages. Women constitute half the world's population, perform nearly 2/3 of its daily working operations, receive 1/10 of the world's income, and own less than 1/100th of the world's property? Dear God, have we sacrificed our greatest gift to this planet for spokesmodels? In today's society, is it really the less a woman has in her head, the lighter she is for climbing? I challenge all men to think. Would you want to change places for one day? We wouldn't have the strength. So for Sojourner Truth, Olive Schreiner, Rosa Parks, Indira Gandhi, Gloria Steinem, Michelle Obama, Jill Scott, and the girl from the Corona ad who's really hot. I take one more step towards recovery by declaring I am a feminist. What are you?
Woo!
So, Natasha Norman, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break.